Time for a bold statement. I can improve any business. I can help you launch your startup. I can help a struggling business get over the hump, and I can help a successful business be even more successful. I can help you create profitability in any business. All you have to do is ask. There are two ways to create profitability in any business: effectiveness and efficiency. Both should be pursued simultaneously and continually with discipline, with focus and consistency. So how do you apply effectiveness and efficiency to your business for sustainable profit? I'll tell you when we schedule a meeting, me and your team, to talk specifically about your business. Click the special link provided in this message and schedule that meeting. Or you can listen to this podcast for more information, but not all the details. I'm going to hold those details until we have a specific conversation about your business. But I wanted you to know this is what I'm here for, to help you and your business be effective and efficient to create sustainable profitability. So hang around for the rest of the podcast.
Welcome to the Golden Group Strategic Growth Podcast, featuring expert insights, interviews with thought leaders, and business plan triage. Hosted by Kyle Golding, award-winning entrepreneur, CEO, and chief strategic idealist for the Golden Group.
Now, a lot of people have asked me to provide more details from my bold statement about helping any business be profitable or more profitable by simply utilizing effectiveness and efficiency. So this episode of the podcast, I'm going to go deeper into those conversations, but not too deep. I want to provide you as much context as possible and understanding as possible. But when you're ready to apply this to your specific business, your industry, your assets, your audience, your operation, that's when you need to call me and we need to have a direct conversation and we need to work together on that, because it will be very specific to who you are, what you do, who you serve, who you compete with, etc. So today I'm going to give you the overview of effectiveness and efficiency, some of the ways that you can apply it to any business, to give you some deeper understanding. And then when you're ready, contact me via the link provided in the show notes, the specific special link about effectiveness and efficiency. We'll have that conversation about your specific business. So I'm going to read from my notes today, make sure I'm telling you exactly what you need to know and how to apply effectiveness and efficiency so that you can understand that and then have a deeper conversation in the future. That's what this podcast is for, but professional consultation and consulting and what we do at the Golden Group is also what it's for. So we're going to educate you here, we're going to teach you up, and then when you're ready, we're going to help you apply it by directly contacting us. So again, effectiveness and efficiency. Let's start with effectiveness. Getting more with the same or less cost by doing what you do just better. Using your budget as well as possible to get the outcomes you're looking for. Being effective, being better at what you do. This often can be focused marketing, audience development, lean if you're manufacturing, lean concepts if you're not, less turnover, shorter sales cycle, higher customer satisfaction for referrals and endorsement, because those are the most effective selling tools you have. So these are some of the ways. I will go deeper into these different areas here about effectiveness. It's essential to assess each business operation, to identify specific pain points of areas of improvement, and tailor the strategies accordingly. Several parts of a business can be made more effective through various strategies and approaches. We can help you identify and improve those areas. Let's start with product or service development. Making your product or service more effective is crucial in meeting customer needs and staying competitive. This can be done through various ways: your R&D department, market research, customer feedback, and agile development are three of the most effective ways to be effective in your product development. Another area, of course, is sales and marketing. Once you're effective at making the product or service, you have to be able to attract attention, marketing, and then sell it, sales. essential to driving revenue: audience identification and development, targeted marketing, compelling message, not just a random message, but very compelling messages, and customer relationship management. This is a piece of software called a CRM. If you're using one, awesome. You may not be using it as well as you could be. If you're not using one, not good on you. So audience ID and development, target marketing, compelling message, and customer relationship management are 4 ways you can find a lot of room for additional effectiveness. The customer experience. I said earlier that referrals and repeat business is the best business. It's the most profitable. It's true, which makes it the most effective. So the customer experience has to be top notch as well. This is where you get an opportunity, especially in 2024, to personalize that experience, to have an omni-channel experience, to have a brand presence in multiple places in multiple ways in order to help get that brand message out and convey who you are, to attract the right audience, making the right sales, which creates repeatable, dependable business, and the follow-up and relationship extension that comes with it as well. It's not enough to sell something one time. You want to sell it over and over again. You want repeat business. You want people who are fans and evangelists of your brand. You want people doing the work for you. That is highly effective. Your decision-making and strategic planning can always be more effective. Effectiveness in decision-making is crucial for guiding the business in the right direction at all times, avoiding shiny object syndrome, lack of focus, or brand message watering down. So you do this through data-driven decision-making, a big concept, easy to say, hard to understand, and even harder to execute, but essential for an effective organization. Strategic alignment, your brand, your partners, your audience, your market, etc. And one of our favorites on this podcast, BPM, business process management, making sure everything internally is working in cohesion and being as beneficial and effective as possible. Employee engagement and development is our last bit of effectiveness that we're going to talk about today. Effectiveness in employee engagement and development foster a motivated and highly performing workplace. Everyone wants that, and everyone can understand how that will make an organization more effective. You do this through training and development of your team and staff. It's not enough to give them a job description and tell them what to do. Continual training and development, communication, collaboration, and culture. They all go together. You can't have one without the other. And as much as people want culture to be organic, it starts in the business development process, in the strategy, and in your employee engagement and development. You let your team grow the culture, but as the leader, as the owner, as the person ultimately responsible, you have to provide the situation that allows that to do so. You do that through communication and collaboration. That leads to culture. And then recognitions and awards. One of the easiest but often overlooked ways to create an effective business work environment. Simple, low cost, and very effective in the outcomes that come with it. These are just a few examples of areas of business that can be effectively improved. Essential to assess a business, just unique goals, challenges, and assets in order to make these effective decisions. Regular monitoring, feedback, continual improvement efforts are essential to ensure sustained, genuine effectiveness. That is one half of the conversation, how creating effectiveness in the organization, doing what you do, but doing it better at every aspect and every area that you operate in, and then creating a cohesion of that effectiveness will create the opportunity for more business to come your way, better, more specific business, the potential for repeat business, the potential to reach the expectations that you've set, which leaves you with happy customers, which then makes them repeat customers. They provide referrals, or they tell people, essentially, you must be doing business with these people, which makes your marketing less costly, and more effective. That's one half of the conversation. Let's move on to efficiency. I define efficiency as doing more with less effort. Effort is cost. Reducing waste. Remember your budget team as well, your team. Time, effort, attention, and money. TEAM, money comes last. Reduce that waste in time, attention, time, effort, attention, and money. Increase speed, reduce sales or production cycles, create opportunity for new or repeat business. That is, of course, the most profitable. That comes from efficiency. Doing things with less restraint, less friction, less effort, so that more happens, so that when you are in a profitable mode, when you have a profit margin on the transaction, more transactions means more profit. Create effectiveness within your business based on your unique goals, challenges, and opportunities to identify specific improvements for profitability and sustainability. As important as profitability is, sustainability is essential as well. Again, we don't want to make one sale one time. We don't want to have one great quarter. We don't want to have one great year. We don't want to have spikes in sales. We want to have continual hockey stick elevation of our sales because we are continually making sustainable improvements for sustainable profitability. So just like I did with effectiveness, with efficiency, I'm going to give you some of the areas of your business and some of the things within those areas that you should consider for efficiency. Operations and processes. Streamline your workflow. Training and skill development can always be more efficient. And automation and technology. Reduce the need for people, for touches, for any friction in your process, sometimes through automation, sometimes through technology. These are some of the ways you could consider effectiveness and efficiency. Sales and marketing, also again, like effectiveness, can improve with efficiency. Your lead generation and management, how you get the sales process started through your marketing efforts, can be more efficient. The sales process itself, the sales process can be optimized so that you make as few moves, as little effort, as less friction as possible to create the sales cycle that ultimately ends in conversion and a happy customer. So you can do this in 100 steps or 90 or 50 or 10. Which sounds more effective and more efficient? Efficiency definitely comes from less steps in your sales process. And then it speeds up your potential process or frees up people to do different things in your organization. And in your marketing analytics, your efficiency and effectiveness, but efficiency comes from understanding. That understanding comes from analytics. That analytics comes from knowing what you do, knowing how you can improve it, and always be looking for that improvement in your efficiency. So it starts by collecting your data, which is your analytics. Customer service and support. We talked about employee engagement earlier. Now we're going to talk about customer service, how we provide a better experience for our customer through efficiency. Efficient customer service improves customer satisfaction and loyalty. Important key. Consider these methods to enhance efficiency in these areas. The communication channels. Being more effective in your communication channels, utilizing only the channels that are necessary, that provide the best value, and are in demand by your audience. You're efficient by only doing what is needed, requested, and wanted by your audience, not because you want to, but because they want you to. Knowledge base and FAQs, putting together every time you've answered a question, the right answer so that you give it every time, learning from your past mistakes, learning from your past successes, learning from things that have worked and things that haven't, putting that into a database, into a knowledge base, and then pre-answering as many questions as possible. That's what an FAQ is for. Your frequently asked questions, if you can pre-answer or put someone who is not the right candidate out of the equation, then your FAQ, your knowledge base, will help you be much, much, much more efficient in the sales process. And ticketing and escalation systems. This is an internal conversation about how things get done, how decisions get made, how updates are made, how upgrades are made, how things are kept running efficiently within the organization. You need to be organized and effective in implementing those efficiencies. So the two go together for sure right there. And then finally, supply chain and logistics. This makes perfect sense, right? When you can create a better supply chain relationship with your vendors, relationship with third parties, relationship with anyone in your supply chain, with your inventory management and the transportation and distribution. These are all opportunities to, again, reduce the steps, reduce the friction, reduce the cost, reduce the time to create efficiency in your supply chain. Now, a lot of people are challenged by supply chain and have been for the last couple of years. It's something that's actually dragging their business back. But now it's the time to not just try to make supply chain work well, but try to make it as effective and efficient as possible, because efficiency in your supply chain leads to deliverables, billing, conversion, sales cycle shortening, more that can be done. Again, efficiency in the process. So either deliver more at the same rate or deliver the same at a lower rate. That's efficiency. So these are just a few examples of the ways you can be effective and efficient in your business. I went through them very fast. I wanted to give you more information and detail, but this is not the whole story. This is only part of the story, and it's definitely not specific to every business. That's where the consultation comes in. That's where hitting the link in the show notes, the special Help My Business link, so that I can have a direct conversation with you about the specifics for your business. There are some of these things you're doing already. Some of them you're not. Some of you have considered, some you've attempted to fix in the past, some that are going great for you, and some that are actual drags on your business. And we have to have a deeper, more specific conversation for you to understand how to address them. But anyone listening to this podcast today can take the ideas, the concepts of being more effective and more efficient, and apply them to everything they do in business. Again, apply both at the same time, pursue both consistently with discipline, with focus, attempt to be effective and efficient at all times, and the potential for profitability goes way, way up. We started with a bold statement. We're going to end with this. You can do a lot of things in your business to make it effective, make it efficient, which ultimately makes it profitable. But you also need an outside observer, someone with a fresh perspective, someone who is not beholden to how things have always happened, how things have always been done, office politics, or anything like that, who could come in and give you a new idea, fresh ideas, fresh perspectives, and a more effective and efficient way to run your business. I hope to be that person for you. Hit the link below. Let me know. Make a comment. Leave a review of this podcast. I'd appreciate that very much. And we will see you again in another couple of weeks on the Strategic Growth Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Golden Group Strategic Growth Podcast. Please subscribe so you never miss an episode. Follow the Golden Group on social media. For more information, past episodes, or to contact us, please visit thegoldengroup.com.